So today we've got markers, all that and more next. Hey YouTube, welcome back to Part-Time Fab. So today we've got another review. You may not even know this exists, but I have actually used these before. These are industrial markers, and that's actually the name of the company, Industrial Marking Company, IMC markers. I have used these before. They offered it up on Instagram. If anybody would like to try a sample, shoot them your address and they would get them out to you as quickly as possible. I shot them over my address. Took a little while. From what I understand, they had just tons and tons of people wanting to give these a whirl, but I have used them before. I didn't actually buy them then, and I haven't bought them now. They were provided for a free sample, but these things, you know, you have trouble writing on your steel, so, you know, sometimes you just might not know what kind of steel you're working with. And I'll tell you, these markers are a great way for marking steel. It is very, very durable. Back where I worked one place before, we used these markers to mark steel, and you could not blast this stuff off. It was really, really, really tough. And from what I understand on their website, they actually have some of these markers that withstand heat. So I don't remember how much heat, but potentially you could mark and weld, mark and cut, and just, you know, go right through there. I'm sure it'd burn it off a little bit, but you know, I think I should have done my research a little better. But this one is a crayon type, and I didn't show you these, but this is the crayon type, and this is more of the ink type. They sent me a silver or gray, and they sent me a purple one. And I have marked a few things, and that one's still wet. But here you can probably see this one. I marked that the other day. I have actually taken a wire brush to these, and they still will not come off. These right here, I just painted this a few minutes ago. This is really, really tough. See, I'm scraping on it there, and it's probably not even dry yet, really, because I really just painted this on there just a few minutes ago. But I actually am thinking I'm gonna order me some more of these. They're real handy. You shake them, and you push the applicator down and let a little bit of ink go onto the tip, and then you can just mark away. Let's see here. Excellent marking for construction, specialized use, identification, measuring directions, quality control. This crayon type says crayon type providing bright, permanent, semi-permanent marks on hot, cold, wet, dry, oily, or dirty material. So they've got quite the line of products. But again, I have used these. it's kind of hard to review these things and really show you, you know, what, how good this actually is. But, you know, you can see that I just marked that on there a few minutes ago. It's coming off a little bit, but it's really not dry. But you could still make out that might be T1 steel. But you know, maybe what I need to do is mark on here a little bit, maybe with this purple, and now let that dry. However, you know, let it dry a little while, more than just a few minutes, and then I can bring you back and actually let you see me put a hurting on this, because when we used it before, you couldn't blast it off. It stayed on so well. Okay, so just wanted to bring you back. I have let this paint dry for a little while, and I've actually scratched on it a little bit here. I'm sure you can just barely see that purple writing on there, but you can see this right here really well. And it's dry this time, and I was just going to show how tough this stuff was. As you can see, I've already been scraping on it. But you can still see that looks pretty good in purple right there. And this steel is really good. And so, I mean, like I said before, I've used this stuff before, and it's been really good before. So just wanted to give you a little demonstration after it dried. Oh, also, if I didn't mention it before, I'm sure you can see that this product is made in the USA. Seems like we would take pressure washers sometimes and still couldn't get some of the ink off. Even with a high pressure, a industrial pressure washer, very high pressure, still couldn't get some of the ink off. But that again is IMC, Industrial Mark Company, and I don't remember how much these things are, but they weren't that expensive. If you do a lot of marking on steel, and from, you know, their documents, this would mark on just about anything. But we'll be using it to mark measurements. That's what I'm going to use it for, to mark on measurements so I can see it. And you know, rough cut, you know, just put a big fat mark, you know, that's where just the general mark is. And then I can go out and do more fine cuts later. But just thought I would do a little review of these things. Again, have used these before, but they were sent over from for a sampler from IMC markers. So go over and give those guys a look, and if you do any marking on steel, I don't think you'll be dissatisfied with these at all. They've really done good for me in the past. So that's just a little quick review. Kind of hard to test markers out on video, but you know, that's not coming up too easily at all. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you thought it totally sucked, give me a thumbs down. If you've used these in the past and you thought they were really awesome, leave that in the comments below. Always subscribe to my channel. I'm always doing reviews and posting videos on things I'm doing around the shop, and just done a review on some flat discs, grinding discs, and cut-off wheels. Go over and check that out, and Thanks for watching Part-Time Fab. We'll see you next time.